Yeah, that's what I thought. Welcome to another episode of MedicinalMoves.com. This week, it is what it is. I'm really excited. I'm really grateful. I'm really thankful. I'm really blessed. I am appreciative of all of the struggle, all of the progress, all of the difficult, all of the new, all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, all of the experience, and all of the time that has been invested in tomorrow. That is what we do on a daily basis. We prepare for what's next because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. This life is a lesson in gratitude and appreciation. It's a lesson in living because no one gets out alive. All we can do is try our best, earn our way, and love as much as possible. Loving ourselves, loving others, and I'm trying to heed the lessons. With all that being said, this week we're going to talk about L-carnitine. L-carnitine could be the key to your transition. L-carnitine is a substance that unlocks potential metabolically. When your work is for transformation, when you're working to transform your body and you're trying to build clean muscle and burn stubborn fat, you know that diet and hard work in the gym are non-negotiable. But sometimes your body needs a tool to help tap its own natural resource, its own natural energy reserves more efficiently. This week, we're going to be talking about ProSupps L-Carnitine. We're going to take that ride for a month, maybe two, but as we get ready for our latest iteration of Fall Warrior, L-carnitine is a staple. It's a staple supplement designed to support fat metabolism, natural energy, and athletic performance. If you're considering adding L-carnitine to your routine, you might be asking, how does it actually work and what realistic changes can you expect after 30 days of consistent use? Here's your ultimate guide to understanding how the supplement functions, its benefits for weight loss and muscle building, and what a full month of transformation looks like with ProSupps L-Carnitine. L-carnitine is an amino acid derivative naturally produced in the liver and kidneys and stored primarily in your skeletal muscle, a lot like creatine, except that instead of mitochondrial health, it plays a fundamental role in human physiology as a cellular shuttle. We are moving from building energy systems to actually efficiently moving them around. This is more of a logistics agent. And when you exercise or restrict calories, your body mobilizes stored fat, breaking it down into long chain fatty acids. However, these fatty acids cannot burn on their own. They must enter the mitochondria that we're making stronger with supplements like creatine. Mitochondria are always going to be the powerhouse of your cell. Anybody that's taken middle school biology knows it. And L-carnitine binds to these fatty acids and shuttles them directly into the mitochondria where they are oxidized or burned into usable ATP energy. So stay with me, please. If we are incorporating creatine to power these cells to bring in more water, we're supercharging this engine, this monster that we're creating with a supplement like L-carnitine. ProSupps takes the science and packages into high potency, zero sugar liquid shots, popularized and available in 1,500 milligram clinical strength and 3,000 milligram formulas, paired with a pantothenic acid or vitamin B5. It aids in cellular metabolism, making the shuttle process even more efficient. Because it is 100% stimulant free, it offers clean energy without the jitters, without anxiety, or those post workout crashes associated with the high caffeinated fat burners. First, L-carnitine assists in weight loss by creating efficient fat transport, increasing intramuscular carnitine levels. You allow your body to use stored body fat for fuel during your workouts rather than relying strictly on quick burning carbohydrates. This is critical. Enhanced Enhanced caloric expenditure with more fatty acids entering the mitochondria during cardio and weightlifting, your overall energy expenditure from fat stores increases, and it increases massively. You're going to get sustained energy on a caloric deficit. When cutting calories, low energy levels can ruin your workout. It can ruin your workout because you're just not pushing enough. You're putting in the sweat equity, but you're not getting much sweat out of the workout. L-carnitine helps maintain clean, natural stamina by tapping directly into your body's fat reserves for fuel. Muscle building and preservation advantage. L-carnitine is famous as a fat loss supplement, and its benefits for muscle growth and retention are equally significant. Glycogen sparing effects by training your body to burn fat for fuel early in your workout. L-carnitine helps spare muscle glycogen. Preserving glycogen means your muscles retain the energy needed to push through heavy hypertrophic lifting without fatiguing prematurely. You're not going to burn your muscles. I know a lot of guys are very concerned about doing cardio at the wrong time or doing too much with intensity because of those glycogen stores being depleted. L-carnitine is a great way to keep that muscle glycogen, that muscle strength and energy without losing the muscles that you work so hard to build. It also decreases muscle damage and soreness. L-carnitine helps reduce the accumulation of metabolic waste like lactic acid during strenuous training. This reduces post-workout cellular stress, meaning less severe delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, and faster muscle repair. I can definitely testify firsthand as an aging man. I had never experienced DOMS until recently, and it's the worst. There's nothing worse than absolutely being crashed 3 days after a workout and it seeming like inexplicably unexplained. It's very much explained. It is mitochondrial health. As we age, we just don't have the same power that we had in our youth. This is a great supplement to help level the playing field. Lean muscle preservation is another tremendous benefit. When shedding weight, the goal is to burn fat while keeping your hard-earned muscle. By maximizing fat oxidation, L-carnitine ensures your body isn't breaking down muscle tissue for emergency fuel during long or intense sessions. So let's make a timeline of what to expect after 30 days of use. Because L-carnitine relies on building up adequate concentrations within your muscle tissues over time, consistency is key. A typical 30-day timeline, when combined with a clean diet and structured exercise routine, in the first 7 days, you can expect some slight energy. 8 to 14 days, you're going to have better endurance and more sweat output. So give yourself 2 weeks, 2 weeks to feel natty, 2 weeks to feel mortal, 2 weeks to feel regular before you experience the turn. In week 3, you're going to have faster muscle recovery time. So after 3 weeks, towards the end of that first month, you can expect the DOMS to slowly decrease. That pain to get a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. And what happens when the pain gets lighter? You train harder. After 3 weeks, you should physically, visually, viscerally see a leaner physique and enhanced fitness. That's the first month in. Like we talked about, that rush that comes in the first week, and then once your cells are saturated, you'll see that you can handle longer cardio sessions. You can do those extra sets. And when you get into that third week, you may feel like yourself again. You may feel like you're him. You'll make up after intense leg or back sessions feeling like you're Superman, maybe, but less sore, not feeling like that bus is going to crush you. And then at the end of that first month, you should have improved composition, enhanced cardiovascular stamina, and more mental clarity. That's the first month. If you continue with this training device for 6 months, a whole year, expect a complete transformation. Remember, cardiovascular health is of the utmost of importance. The human heart uses fatty acids as its primary fuel source. Supporting cellular fat transport ensures the cardiac muscle operates efficiently. Secondarily, cellular efficiency and waste removal. Carnitine helps remove excess metabolic byproducts from inside the cell, preventing toxic buildup and keeping your mitochondria operating smoothly. And then the versatility. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar, gluten-free. I don't know if it's vegan, but with no supplements, carnitine can be stacked effortlessly with your favorite pre-workout. You can throw those aminos in there, your protein powders, your collagens, your arginines, your beta-alanines, and I already said creatine. Mixing it up with the right supplement mix is a guaranteed path to progression, to success. To get the absolute most out of your first 30 days of carnitine, make sure that you dose about 1 tablespoon, about 15 mils, 30 to 45 minutes before your workout, or alongside a carbohydrate containing meal in the morning, because insulin spikes from carbs help transport carnitine directly into muscle tissue. And don't forget to shake well before every use, refrigerate after opening to maintain flavor and potency. I'll tell you, for me, I have gotten into the routine of making I call it the morning mango smoothie. I just get some frozen mangoes for creaminess, texture, sweetness, taste, a little bit of protein, a little bit of mango nectar, some almond milk, and it's a fantastic addition to supplements like L-Carnitine. The carbs are easily absorbed. Having the transport benefit of the L-Carnitine first thing in the morning is like a magic pill. Nothing replaces hard work, but optimizing how your body mobilizes, transports, and burns fat for fuel optimizes all of the work that you're putting in the gym. 10 out of 10, I highly recommend that you find L-Carnitine in your workout routine, that you get it added to your regimen as soon as possible and experience the benefits. Next week, I think that we're going to talk about vibration plates. Definitely going to be writing some articles throughout the week, updating health information. Follow along with us on X, Snapchat, and here on YouTube. Until next week.
Let's go! Today is the day you take control of your life. Stand up. Check out medicinalmoves.com right now. That's it. Let's get moving.